Morning on this Saturday morning in February 2026. We are in Redlands, California, and behind me is the Morey House. Now, the Morey House was built in the late 1800s. It's a classic Victorian style house. That's crazy. I can hear the trains from here. Redlands is a very, very interesting area because it was an affluent area known for its citrus, if you didn't know that already. A lot of Victorian homes. We're going to go see a couple places and just kind of check out Redlands. But this place is awesome. Look at that. It's got some Haunted Mansion vibes, and we'll talk about the haunted part of it in a minute. So this house was built in the late 1890s. And once again, it's the Morey Mansion. And it was built by Sarah and David Morey. Now, Sarah was an interesting person. She was actually the one that had the money. And they paid $20K for it. And this would run you about $70K now, or $70K, $700K, so $700,000. I still think that's a little bit low for this area and the property because it's on 4,900 to 5,400 square feet. I mean, it's huge. Gonna walk around, and I think they're getting ready for the day. They get a lot of people here. It's a venue spot, so it's really, really cool. Now that's just the great shot that you want. You want to get low, right? Get low and show it. So Sarah Morey was a citrus seed dealer. She was slanging citrus seeds and made buku bucks out here. And her husband, David Morey, I'm not sure what he did. He probably helped her, right? Not much about David, but we'll get back to him in a minute because he has an interesting life and how it ended. But this is a venue that you can rent, so it is pretty cool that we're here and try to show as much as we can of the venue. I feel like every shot is just like the perfect shot here. It was funny because there were some guys doing something here. I don't know what the security was or what the deal was, but he was walking up here and I was doing my last clip that I just did, and he walked straight up to me and I was like, what's this guy gonna do? He looked like he was security of some sort. And they shook my hand, but okay, let's get back to the Morey house and talk about this real quick. So Sarah Morey, after moving in a year or two, she passed away of an unknown illness. Now, David stayed here for quite some time after that, and eventually David met his demise after he moved down to the Coronado Hotel. Yes, the famed Coronado Hotel, where he was pretty much drinking every day and living out of the Coronado Hotel when he eventually hung himself in his room. So that's how he met his demise, after he fell in such depression after Sarah Morey passed, which is extremely sad. That's a terrible way to go. The landscaping here is just immaculate. I love those trees that twist all together. I know they have them up by the redwoods where they have the crazy tree places where you can go and see how they shaped them into different things, and even this bush too. But I'm still kind of wondering why that guy shook my hand. So, is this place haunted? Yes. People say they see Sarah Morey here still in the hallways of the house. They also say there's a groundskeeper that screams at you. That was not the case just now with the gentleman that came out. And then there's also a little girl running around the compound in a white dress. So those are the people that haunt the place. And if you're wondering, as we look at this house, is that Sarah Morey's Frisbee golf? Yes, absolutely. She played here every single day. She was a huge advocate of Frisbee golf in the 1890s. It's so cool. I mean, just how they did that. It looks so great. The style of the shingles up there in the balcony. I'll walk over to the front and see what we can kind of show. I don't want to go on these people's property too much. It looks like they're ready for the Lunar New Year. Directly across the street, I just want to show, this is the view of the foothills of the San Gorgonio Mountains, and all the way around as we were driving up, you could just see the snow just blinking and everything. It looks so awesome. But yeah, we're gonna go check out some more homes too. I'm totally excited about today in Redlands and all these houses. Currently on Fern Avenue, and lined with palm trees. Nice to see the citrus next door, and even the rose bushes. But since I've been here, a few cars have already pulled up. And what a great house. I mean, what a great house. What a great mansion. How about that? Let's just say that. And these trees have grown up over the last century. I just want to take one more look at this mansion and take it in before we move on. It actually is kind of huge. As you can see, it wraps around, and there's a barn in the back. Really great style house. The Morey Mansion. I have to say, I'm really liking Redlands. And one thing I wanted to show, we're heading over to the Kimberly Crest house. But this little house right here that's on the corner with the drive-in, well, they have the garage on the side, but look at this. This was really cool, and couldn't help but notice this. No, not the drinking fountain here, but we will look at that too. The birdhouse on this redwood-looking tree. How stinking cute is that, right? They got this house right here. Oh, I wish there were some birds home right now. And they got some people to remember here. Joe and J.O. and M.E. Riddle, 1894, and the Many Mendozas, and a classic drinking fountain right here on the corner. I'm falling in love with Redlands. Who would have thunk? We made our way over about 2 miles to Kimberly Crest. And this says, Mary Kimberly Shirk, an advocate for women's education and acting president of Scripps College during the World War II, made a gift of her home, Kimberly Crest, to the people of Redlands. The house is an excellent example, chateau-esque architecture designed by the firm of Denison Farwell. Constructed in 1897, Shirk's parents purchased it in 1905, adding a magnificent Italian-style gardens designed by Parkinson. It's a registered historical landmark, and one thing I'll tell you about it, it's an exact copy of the Magic Castle in Hollywood, and I've been lucky enough to go up to the Magic Castle in Hollywood and see a couple, magic shows there, and enjoy dinner there a couple times. And the ground's closed to the public on Saturdays. Today's Saturday. You got to be joking me. Of all the days. Well, we'll walk around and see what we can see. There's somebody up there. Look at this. Dressed like a princess. But I'm not joking. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, 1 to 4. Grounds closed on Saturday of the Italian Gardens. What a shame. I wonder how much of this I can show or from the distance. And they are doing a photo shoot over there. Can you guys see that? Let me try to get that sunburst out of here. Ah, it's on something else. Hold on. I don't know how much of that you can see, but there is a girl in a pinkish dress doing some sort of photo shoot. I'll walk around and see what I can see from the distance, and I will show the house itself. But look at this. This is the citrus all around here. This is just in a citrus grove, which is very nice, especially with the weather we've been having. They would have been in for quite a frost. There it is. And yes, it does look like the Magic Castle. Oh, there's quite a few girls out there getting all dressed up. Maybe if I stand right about here, we can really show the house. And it is available for tours. If you do come out here, I would check online before I just showed up like myself on a Saturday. But who would have thought on a Saturday that this place is going to be, well, you wouldn't even be allowed in the gardens. Don't worry, though. We do have one more set of homes we can go check out. They will not be closed because people currently live there. And you can see them every single day of the week. Another view of the house. We're really getting some interesting bird sounds. Sounds like there's some parrots. What a great home. Go around and maybe we can get the front of it too. And it looks like there's another residence right here. That's a really cool looking house too. And how they're growing that up, it looks like it's gonna overtake. And then they have those red flowers in there. Really cool home. 1325. Kimberly Crest home. The detail on these Victorian homes, I really like the Morey Mansion, but this is cool looking too. Here we go. Here's a good look at it. Now from this side, not so much. I guess the other side, the Magic Castle, is obviously a lot bigger. There's a lot more going on in there, but this is kind of a cool view. But I do like the one corner from the side. I guess those would be the spheres with the wrought iron work around them. Huh. Really neat. Dead men tell no tales. Look out, dead end. No turnaround. But that's okay. I am moving by Sandal. Looks like they had a little guest house over here too. That looks interesting. It's like a mini version, almost like a dollhouse of the Kimberly Crest home. That's really something. I wonder how much this place costs. I'm sure I could look it up, but remember, the Morey Mansion, is that it? 20K? Yes, this is like a little guest house. That is something else. Got your own little private area. You can go see the folks in the big house. Really cool. I heard some noise. There was this little guy. What you enjoying there? What'd you find? Little gray squirrel. Does not seem bothered by me. And this is the dead end that we saw the sign about. My car is right over there, and I could take that way for sure. And I don't know if I want to go off-road. Might as well and get us onto our next spot. But yeah, they have a lot of different trees up here. This thing, I just saw a Huell Hauser episode, and I believe this is, well, it's an oak tree. I think it's a cork oak where Huell was like pulling on the bark of it, and it was actual cork. Wait, there's a sign. What's this say? Am I right? Quercus suber, cork oak. It is, yes. This is what cork's made out of. Wow. Look at that. Got to see one in person. I did end up going off-roading a bit down the road, but this is the guest house here, and there you can see the Crest home. And this is the little side road that everybody's going hiking up today, but we'll walk around. This is the full 360. Now, we didn't make the grounds, and they do have cool gardens. I have seen a couple other people show those off already. It looks like there's another home too, another guest house. That's gonna do it, I think, for the Kimberly Crest. A lot of people up here hiking and going to the park and stuff, so just check that out before you come up this way. Now on to one more place. Then we'll wrap this one up from Redlands, California. So we've made our way over to about 16 to 18 French chateau style homes. Now this is known as Munchkin homes. These are just too cool. And it's just a cul-de-sac, and there are these little A-frame steep steeple homes that this neighborhood just really embraces. That was done back in the early 1900s. This guy really does. He's painted it green. He's got his gnome flag. Go over here. He's got his statues that he likes. Even the little fountain. What a quaint little street. Look at that. There's no place like home. And you've even got the ruby slippers in the wicked color. Oh, but these colors really go together, don't they? That's nice. Walk down a little bit. Got the fountain on the wall. That's like honestly the only thing you hear on this road. When I was just driving down it right now, because I parked at the end. It's a Munchkin style walk. Nice beveled window here. So cool. And I think these homes go for close to $1 million a piece. I saw one of them for sale that was close to $900,000. So they are desirable. Look at the shingles on that. You know, it looks like they were just dropped on, but it's all artistically put in place. Even the roof on this one looks curvy. A lot of them have the steeple style houses. So cool. Oh, look at that. They got room for one more. Something happened to this one, it looks like, is they got that left and now it's just parking. So I think that's going to do it from Redlands for me. Well, from this part of Redlands, I'm going to move on. Maybe do another video out here. Maybe head to another spot. It's Saturday. I still got a couple hours left. Please like this video if you like this video. Please, please consider subscribing. It's free. This guy wants you to subscribe. You're not a Munchkin cat. Whoa, he saw the bird that spooked him. Hi, kitty cat. Cool houses. You know where to live, don't you? So this video has gray squirrel and now kitty cat. But like I was saying, yeah, please consider subscribing. It does help. It keeps YouTube happy. So does the comments and all that good stuff. From Normandy Street in Redlands. Thank you so much if you made it this far. An extra special thank you. And I will see you next time. Please subscribe. He wants you to subscribe. At least a thumbs up, right, kitty cat? Hello. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. One more thing I wanted to point out as I was walking back to my car. Look at this. So this house in the back, not only does it have that great stained glass window and the green colors, but if you look up here at the top, you got the witch on the broomstick on the weather vane. I just noticed that too. As I was going around, I could really see it from this side. These guys really embrace it. That's awesome. Glad to see people taking such good care of it. 321 Normandy Court, if you ever want to check it out yourself.